Hello and welcome to another episode here on the Mall Under Management channel. My name is Mall, and today we are watching the zones and signature buildings for City Skylines 2. This is feature highlight number 4, and I have to admit I haven't watched the other 3 feature highlights yet. I have to do that, and then I will also upload them on YouTube. So sorry, I'm a little bit late. I was on my vacation and all that, so I missed out on a lot of stuff. That's my excuse, vacation. God damn it, YouTubers have vacation? Crazy, I know. But with that said, let's watch this trailer, and then we will have a deep dive at it. So, let's do this. I'm still not sure about the new logo, by the way.
You make weaves a thread into the fabric of your city.
Damn, this looks good. And also,
a smooth, seamless surface.
bad
Don't work
frames.
like that. Instead, it's an urban patchwork marked by the realities of life and living. You'll create and stitch it together.
I wonder who the voice
with
actress
zoning.
is. She's pretty
Zoning
good.
lets you decide where people live and work. You create these residential, commercial, and industrial zones with zoning
my
tools.
God, look at
They
those
work in a couple different
districts.
ways.
Look at
Click and
them.
drag over cells on the map to zone large rectangular areas. Zone all adjacent cells with one click. Or get granular, zoning a neighborhood cell by cell.
Oh, they don't have the
When
painting
you
anymore?
establish a city, you choose a map.
Oh, look at
The
that.
map's theme dictates
Hey,
if your
San
city's
Francisco.
buildings will have a North American or European architectural style.
Oh, that's cool.
You can now use zoning tools
I saw
to mix
natural
it up.
disasters.
Go on, sprinkle a little North American flair into your European city, or vice versa. Okay, you know
That's
how zoning
weird.
tools work, but what
We
can
all
you
know
zone?
that Europeans
Well,
have the
let's start with
better city
residential
design.
zones. The places and spaces where citizens relax with friends, raise families, and rest their heads night after night. There are now 6 residential zone types.
Oh.
Be familiar. Low-density housing, detached houses for single families, and high-density housing, tall towers packed
Damn.
with residents. New zoning types include
That's crazy.
medium-density row housing and medium-density apartment buildings. There's low-rent housing now too. Huge
Huh.
apartment buildings with tiny apartments.
Oh.
Finally, there's mixed housing. Here, residents live in apartments above ground floor shops.
Oh.
Adds next level
Yo,
realism
what?
Because homes and shops rub elbows like most real-world cities.
Oh, that's cool.
Ready to talk business? You'll create dedicated commercial zones where companies sell the locally produced and imported goods people need and want.
Yes.
Your commercial zones are also where citizens and tourists eat out, catch the latest blockbuster, and dance until dawn.
I hope you can, like,
You'll establish
Mix this, but
industrial zones
whoa.
with factories, workshops, and warehouses where
That's
businesses
cool.
can store goods ready for distribution or export. You'll also develop office zones. Here you'll find small.
so the more I'm
low-density
seeing this, the more I'm
buildings
convinced they just took
businesses and
all the
operations.
expansions and
You'll also
add-ons they had in
discover
City
glittering
Skylines 1 and
high-density
put them
towers
again
that
into
define your
City
city's
Skylines
silhouette
2,
in
so
the
you don't
sky.
have to buy them again, which is
Growing your
amazing.
city and zoning go hand in hand. Here's an example.
This looks good.
You zone residential areas that boost the population, and with it, the demand for jobs. You respond by creating an industrial zone with factories.
Oh,
and work.
oh, this looks so much
Now,
better.
These factories produce goods, but they won't stay in business long without somewhere to sell them. You solve that problem by
It's called
expanding
capitalism,
commercial
yes.
zones. You see, each zone helps create the momentum you need to
If you never heard of
create
it,
the city of your dreams.
It's a weird
And
concept.
It wouldn't be the city of your dreams without signature buildings. These
Yeah,
are unique
signature buildings are
residential,
back.
Commercial, industrial, and office buildings that you unlock
Oh.
as your city expands. They're
That's
free
cool.
To build,
That's a bit
and you can
different.
plop them anywhere. Plop. It's
Plop.
City Skylines lingo. Go on, say it.
Plop.
Plop. What's so special about signature buildings? Well, they function like any zoned building. A home for people, a warehouse for industry,
This looks
an
so
office for
good.
workers. But they can elevate
It
the
looks so
neighborhood
much
in
crisp
unique
and clear
ways.
now.
Signature buildings can also bring citywide benefits.
As somebody who has
Zoning increase your signature
never really
buildings
used any
carefully,
mods in
so each
cities,
city district flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city. Life
looks so much
rich
better.
tapestry has never been richer than in City Skylines 2.
yo, that was awesome. Yes, please like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed this. But now, let's have a look, and we will mute this here. And so you can switch between, this is residential, right? And they are mixing this up. Those are the streets and how much they used. We have seen this before. I haven't watched the video to that yet, but we have basically established that. Man, I just love how much cleaner this overlay is. It looks so much better than the first one. And then you can just switch over, right, to where you sell stuff. Oh, that's such a good thing. And then you can see the industry. So they haven't really changed this at all from the first one, but they made it much cleaner and far more easier to just dissect when you're looking at a huge city, right? I love that so much. And I'm also really interested now that they talked about this, right? That they want to have shops and then they have residential apartments above the shops, that they are finally working in conjunction. This was always something which I know this is a me problem and how I played City Skylines, right? Everyone is playing City Skylines differently if you're not just following what a YouTuber does the whole time or a streamer. But how I have been playing City Skylines was I always had my residential areas and then I had my shopping areas somewhere else. And I always felt like there was a disconnection. And again, I'm pretty sure that was a me mistake all the time, that I never really could like connect my shopping areas with my residential areas. I think there was also a sound issue at some point because people wanted to sleep at night, and when you had like a shopping area with like movies, restaurants which were up at night, people couldn't really do that, and they are getting pissed and annoyed at some point. So I'm hoping that there is a little bit more of a working together thing they're now trying to do, and it seems like that's the case, right? It seems like that's the case, and I'm super hyped for that. This is crazy, by the way, that they have now multiple types of housing. Yes, before anybody starts with, Mo, you haven't apparently played City Skylines because they had that in the first one. Not like this. This is far more detailed to make this very clear. Like, this is far more detailed what they are giving you now, right? With the residential areas. Let me see. This is where they're showing you. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. So this is the new game. We have the Archipelago Heaven, which is Europe. There's the climate. Northern Hemisphere. Biddable area 16%. Wow. Outside connections. Oh, interesting. And the natural resources. So this is pretty much what we had in the first City Skylines. The latitude is new, I would say. Climate, I mean, we now are getting weather. That is also new. Climate was not really a thing in City Skylines. Yes, I know there were like snow maps and something like that, but they stayed snow maps 24/7, right? If you wanted to have spring and all that, that didn't exist. It only existed green map, snow map. That's basically what you had to deal with. And there was never climate. And that's definitely one of the new additions. Right? There's San Francisco, which temper. Oh, there's the city name, so we can choose the theme. Left-hand traffic. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Natural disasters. Hey, not a DLC. And unlock all. Unlimited money is there again. Awesome. Okay. Oh, that means we will get a lot of DLCs with themes, right? Like Asia or Japan, South Korea, and all that. African style. Yeah, I can see that. Even European, I have to admit that European housing and style is still different, right? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing everywhere. So I'm hoping they will be a little bit more precise later on. I love also now the building when something changes, right? That there's actually something happening, which looks pretty cool. I love the solar panels. Like, again, yes, ooh, that texture wasn't there. I love now the new housing. Let's have a look at that very quickly. So they're starting here with the housing, right? So we have the low density housing. Then we have the medium density. Okay, that's something we kind of had before, right? Where you had like low and high density. Now they're also adding medium density housing. This is the mixed housing, where they have the commercial space at the bottom and the apartments on the top. Awesome. Low rent housing, large apartment buildings with small affordable apartments. Oh. So if you want to increase your population very quickly, instead of like making some good chunk of money, you can go for the low rent housing, right? And then there is the high density, which was too fast. Damn it. Damn it, Mo. Wow, they're super fast with that. Okay. There it is. And that's just high density. Okay. Yeah, we had high density in the previous one. I have to admit, I didn't play the new expansion though. I missed out on that. So I have to do that at some point. I will, I swear. Like, this doesn't look very detailed. Like, everything looks like kind of low detailed. But I will be honest, if that means I will get some good performance out of the game and not the 15 FPS you're sometimes getting from the previous game, I'm okay with that. Like, I know that people are like, yeah, you just need a better PC, bro. You haven't played City Skylines. Like, depending on how big your city became and all that, even the best PC at some point was not helping you anymore. It could get really bad the bigger the city became. Yeah. It's just the loading times in particular. Wow. Let's not talk about that. But this looks great. Like, I really like the new shops underneath the living spaces. Like, that's actually one of the things I love. Right? Commercial suitability. Oh. Oh. Those are the customers. Yo, that's cool. That is. Oh god. I'm hoping I'm not saying anything wrong now here, but I'm pretty sure this is new. Like, it's more detailed. In the first one, you would get the information like, we need more wares, or hey, we need more people, or we don't have enough worker, right? You would always have this little icon over a commercial area and would tell you what's going on right now, right? But you never really could pinpoint enough the detailed information what they need. Especially you had areas where you could have multiple different issues next to each other, and you had to figure out exactly what was going on. And I think this information here is so much better to exactly tell you, okay, is this good for commercial suitability? Yes, no. How are the customers coming in? And you can just see that on the street, right? And I love that so much more. It gives you a much better understanding what will happen soon with the building, and not just when they already have the problems. Which is great. Shinies! 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 Oh god, I'm already looking forward to the radio messages. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. Like, yes, industry existed, of course. I mean, there was a whole DLC which was focusing on the industry in the game. Duh. But this here? Like an on the surface mining operation? Like something like this, and also like that it actually destroys, it seems like, the area. That was not in the game. Not like this. Which is crazy. I love this. This was great. Yeah, they are showing more industry. Like, even though they had an industry DLC, I always felt like industry could have been a little bit more better. It could be more important. And I'm hoping that's what they are realizing here. Right. They showed something. Where was it? They showed something. Yeah, here. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Almost Mead Valley Lane. This is something you couldn't really do in the first one. You could create zones, right? Like, for everyone who hasn't seen this, in the first one, yes, of course, you could. Let me lower the speed here. You could create zones, right? And then this could be like industrial zones, this could be parks, whatever. You could choose what it is, and you could like fill it out. But this, nah, that was not possible in the first one. And if it was, man, I must have played the game really wrong for many, many years. This is amazing that you can now go into absolute detail on how it looks, right? With the farms and maybe with the parks later on. Like, that's a huge step into the right direction with this. And I absolutely love it. Like, it makes it so much better to just plan out your fields and your industrial areas. Oh, look at that. There's the you cannot see that because my stupid cam is in the way. Sorry for that, because we're also live streaming this, and I will always live stream with my cam. Sorry for that, for everyone who's watching this on YouTube. But yeah, like, I can only say that this looks already so much better, so much more detailed, and it gives you so much more information which will help you to plan your city out. And I am like super hyped for that. And then there are the special buildings. This time they also have some special housing buildings, which is cool. I like that. Yeah, this is great. We definitely have to check out the other videos at some point. And I'm just realizing that I'm in my weird cam mode and do something weird there. Let's leave it there. And we will do that in time. But first things first, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the Mole Under Management channel. We are focusing here on strategy games, like building games, management games, real-time strategy, turn-based strategy, like everything which is really like strategy games. We are focusing here on the channel. If you enjoy that, please don't forget to leave a subscription, also like the video, and I hope I will see you next time for the next feature highlight video for City Skylines 2. With that said, have a good one, stay safe.